Welcome back, episode 2 of the Fourth and Fantasy Podcast. I'm Buddy Moore. We got
Let's go.
Aiden's back for this episode. Ryan, Wyatt, Jason, and a special guest, Miss Tracy.
Yeah.
So, as we know, yesterday the Ohio State Buckeyes beat the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the national championship. What do we think of that game, guys?
Miss Tracy,
Okay, well,
you
first
should
of
start us
all,
off.
I'd like to discuss the dude that cut his pants off and made him into shorts.
Quinshon Judkins.
Yes.
Who?
Can we talk about that for a second?
He cut his
Had to let him breathe.
Yeah,
I know.
I honestly, I didn't know that they were cut. I saw the videos on it and everything, but it honestly looked like normal pants to me.
No, they were cut. They made him into shorts.
They're definitely cut.
You cut.
Is that allowed? Is that not a violation?
Apparently.
Not in college. It's not a real rule. It depends on the refs for like different levels, but at that level they do not care.
Yeah.
They're like high school refs, they'd like have an aneurysm, but like
But Miss Tracy is a shot put champion, state champion for track as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bama connoisseur.
Bama
So-
connoisseur. SEC represents.
So, tell me about how they didn't make the college football playoff. Then it's a little irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, it's a little dicey. I mean, the whole subject is a little dicey. I mean, let's just say it. However, oh, Aiden, we can't be friends. We cannot be friends.
Aiden, after all this time, man.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Bring out the big gun.
You struck a nerve.
Bring out the
You
big
struck a
gun.
nerve.
Oh, no.
SMU over Bama. Who was the
Don't
other
talk
one?
about that. Don't talk about that.
You think they could have beaten Penn State, though?
Who? Bama?
Bama?
No.
No. Look,
What is that?
this is my hat. Well, this is actually my mom's hat that she wore during chemo, but this will be my Alabama glass.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Represent. Let's talk about how they didn't make it. So, look, I don't think they deserve to make it. To be honest with you, I'm saying that.
Wow.
And I, yes, that's
they were better than,
Wyatt
they were
knows.
better than Boise.
That takes a lot for me to say that.
It does. I've never heard you say that, actually.
I think
Ever.
they were better than Boise.
Yeah.
But
What? No way.
that's
Absolutely, that is insane. Absolutely not.
that. Yeah.
I'm
you
No
can't-
way.
they might have been better, but they can't be put in over them.
Loved Heisman.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think that they deserve to make it because they lost to SMU. Oh, shoot, I just dropped my game.
Head to
lost-
head.
And but they had, look, it was a rebuilding year. But once I just think they had really, really bad at the line of scrimmage. I mean, they were turning the ball over all the time.
Jalen Milroe. Yeah.
You got to hold the ball. You got to hold the ball, and you can't be turning that nonsense over. And make good plays. Now, he is legit, though. I mean, like, he is a force to be reckoned with just in terms of height, size, and ability and stuff like that. But he can't be turning the ball over. He
Yeah.
reminds me a little bit like Lamar. I mean, Lamar makes some bad decisions in the fourth quarter. I know we're crossing over. But Lamar makes some bad decisions. And I feel like Milroe made some bad decisions.
Ryan, you don't think so?
I mean, I think Lamar's second half was pretty flawless.
All right, bro.
No, I mean, just
We'll
in
talk
general.
about that later. We will talk about that later.
But okay, so Miss Tracy, I have a question. Do you
Yeah.
think Jalen Milroe should stay, or do you think he should go to the draft?
I think he should stay. He's going to the draft, but I think he needs some more fine tuning. I think.
I think so. I think his year before this one was a little bit better. He had a bad turnover issue. But people are saying, like, he could be, like, a good option in, like, the third-ish round, which I guess, but I don't know. I feel like he definitely could have – he could have been one of the top quarterbacks next year.
he
if
could
actually
benefit
did
for
the
one
thing.
more year. He could benefit from one more year.
Because he's a junior then, right?
Yeah. With that same coach. I mean, when you switch coaches like that, it's hard, too. I mean, I know, because I'm a coach.
But
No, but yeah, I think Bama. I think they needed that. I think they needed that step back this year, rather than just trying to, put the pedal to the floor and go for never natty. So
Yeah. I agree. Like I said, I don't think, honestly, I think they could have beat Notre Dame. I don't know that they could have beat Ohio State. I will say it. I mean, Ohio State was legit last night.
do you think
Ohio
Bama
State
could have
looked
beaten
crazy.
Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
On the night, I think it's possible, but like if they played them like in round 2, round 1, I don't see it happening. I think Notre Dame played great ball like all through the playoffs, and they deserve to get to the championship. But I don't think it's. I think it was the two best teams that ended up in the national championship all year, except for that terrible loss Notre Dame had to NIU earlier in the season.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
That was pretty bad to watch. But I think Notre Dame, they got their stuff together and they deserve to to play in that national championship with.
Are we saying they're better than? Are we saying Notre Dame was better than Oregon?
No,
Yes.
Bama. Like we're saying, could Bama have beaten Notre Dame? In
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. Yeah. Well,
So
was
it was-
Notre Dame Oregon?
Okay, it was. Well, yeah, no, I don't
Oregon
know.
was-
I think that's a pretty.
yeah.
I don't know. You can really go either way with that. It was SMU and Bama were the two on the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana got in.
Well,
Miss
hold on,
was
though.
On the bubble.
But hold on, Penn State beat the pants off of SMU. Like SMU did not need to be up there. I mean, let's talk about
I
it.
was an SMU fan,
No,
honestly.
look,
Right? So it was SMU had one more win than Bama, and one less loss. But they played in the ACC.
yeah. See the
and
ACC
against the SEC. So it was kind of skewed. I'm trying to see who they played there.
I feel like the SEC is not nearly what it was even like 3-4 years ago.
No,
I agree.
I feel like
That's true.
part of that is, I am very against all this realignment that's going on, like kind of watering down these conferences. It's kind of diluting it a bit. Because, I mean, UCLA and all those teams out in California have no business being in the Big Ten. I mean, I
I agree
understand.
with that.
They're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good teams, but they're not, they should not be in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think a lot of the realignment is just not great because even the ACC took a step back. They added Stanford, who
Yeah.
went 3-9 overall. They added Cal, went 6-7 and 2-6 in the conference. Who else did they add?
I think that might have
Well, SMU. They added SMU. SMU went 8-0 in their conference,
Yeah.
and they lost 3 games overall. And those 3 games were to Penn State in the college football playoff. One was at home versus BYU by 3, and then by 3 to Clemson in the ACC championship game. So I don't think that's
No,
not a
it's
bad rep.
There's definitely aren't bad losses to take for SMU, but yeah, I think the ACC kind of as a whole just kind of took one big step back.
Were they ever? But they weren't ever good though. So how
SMU?
did they take it? No, I'm talking about the ACC.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't even know if we could say they took a step back because they was always kind of bunzo outside of Clemson.
I think
Yeah,
so.
but I mean, even like the conference as a whole, I feel like even Clemson, they kind of whatever, just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
going along.
Clemson is struggling. They're on the bus. They're on the struggle bus.
Yeah, they
'Cause
were.
they don't want transfers or transfers.
Was it still
Yeah.
Cade Klubnik as their quarterback? I think it was.
I have to look it up.
Can we talk about the Carson Beck transfer?
Oh, I hate that. Oh my god, I hate that. He's
Honestly,
getting,
I don't
he's
like
getting
that guy.
$4 million from
I know.
Miami.
I low-key don't like that guy.
I do not like him, and he's not. And he's. Oh, he's got to do something with them eyebrows. Like,
he looked kind of creepy, honestly.
I mean, he's got to do something with them eyebrows. I mean,
I think that was really annoying because he's making more than Brock Purdy. He's making more than Jaden Daniels. He's making more than any rookie on a 4-year deal. He's making more than. Let me look up the list because I know the list was honestly crazy. It was even outside of rookies.
And he sucked.
yes,
And he sucks.
He's not good at all. I don't
no,
buy it.
no.
Okay, if he has an excellent season, and somehow for some reason he might get 4th round pick or 5th round pick, but other than that, I don't see him doing much of anything else.
A 5th round.
Unless
pick
he has
and
a
he paid $4
crazy
million.
year, he's going undrafted.
Yeah, 100%. Like Stetson Bennett, he got drafted somehow.
Yeah, he is.
It doesn't do anything, but he still got drafted.
But I kind of want to look back at Bama's what's it called?
Should have lost to South Carolina.
Should have walked the
Love
van.
That was a good game. We were watching that at
Bro,
the,
at golf,
at the
bro.
clubhouse. Yeah, we were at the clubhouse.
Halftime at golf, bro.
Going into the
That
back
was
nine, and we
crazy.
stayed
Bro,
a
and then
little
the
extra
one,
long.
the old waitress lady came up. She was saying something about the game. I don't remember what she was saying.
Bro, she
I
gave
think
us the remote and said, "Put on whatever you want." I was like, "All right." So we started
Yeah,
watching
see-
the
Talk
in the
about the
South
game.
Carolina game.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I think, here's the thing. When you come from a program like that, it's a very well-known, well-respected, well-run program. And it's hard to step into those shoes. I mean, Nick Saban had it, like, down to a T. Although, did you see why the real reason why he retired came out today?
Who? Nick Saban?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Because of the NIL.
That's
I
like
believe it.
such a valid reason. I wouldn't
That's-
want to be working in any of that. And that's what this is off topic, but that's what there was it was the Miami men's basketball coach. He's been there for like years. Like he's like one of the like ACC like veteran coaches, and he quit. His team went like 1-9. He just quit. He was like, "Dude, I can't keep up with the NIL. It's like
No,
crazy."
it's
And especially for teams that are like in the Power 5 conferences that aren't great, they just have no way of winning.
No.
It's even worse
They
for
pay
the
their
smaller
players
teams.
out.
I respect good college players making money, but the business starts getting shady.
Yeah, like,
when you
yeah,
start throwing stuff out
exactly.
like that.
Right.
I
And-
understand wanting to make like a quick buck off, people like having you in advertisements or like in EA Sports, but like it gets to a point where these guys are making almost NFL rookie money. I mean, it's ridiculous.
right.
Yeah, I mean a lot more, but yeah, some of these guys, some of the top guys are making like NFL salaries pretty much, and still in college.
Yeah, that's literally Carson back to a T.
Yeah, and here's the reality. I'm old, and I'm just gonna tell y'all how it is. I mean, you can play college ball. That's all well and good, and you can, but there's a very slim chance that you're gonna make it to the NFL. So you got to get your education. You got to get
Yeah.
your education, and you gotta be able to use that versus kind of thinking that you're going to the NFL, because it's not going to happen. And even if you get there, you may not even make the team. So
Yeah, like Carson Beck, he's probably going to be living on that $4 million for a very
for the rest
long
of his
time.
life,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, like
get a job.
yeah, he needs that bad. I still don't
He's got
understand
a
how
total of
like
10 million.
yeah, I still don't understand how like
He's made more than
Power
Travis
5.
Hunter has.
Carson
Then
Beck,
who?
Travis Hunter.
Oh,
Probably from the NIL money, but endorsements. There's no
Yeah,
way
yeah,
he's
yeah.
making.
but here's the
but
other
still.
thing too. Here's the other thing too is if you think about like guys who did well in college and went into the NFL. I mean, things can go south really quickly. Look at Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Johnny Manziel, he's talking about how he getting drunk before every single game, going out there and just
that was
playing.
insane, bro.
He played the game the right way.
I mean, he was
Is
balling.
that,
You
yeah,
can't
is
even
that,
really
is that how
get
you play
caught
lacrosse,
on
bro?
it.
Football.
That's how you play lacrosse?
Exactly. Yeah.
Playing the game.
Ryan
right way.
should Ryan should have practiced hungover, bro. I promise you.
Nah.
But yeah, I think NIL is slowly gonna just kind of ruin the game.
It
I-
is.
like
It tips off the balance like crazy.
mm-hmm.
Those teams are too rich for that.
yeah,
I
all
feel like
the mid majors
It's
are just
more balanced than it
useless.
ever has been, though.
With
We didn't
NIL?
have a crazy powerhouse team this year. Like Ohio State at the end, yes, but in the beginning, like they lost to Michigan, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, like it's over for them."
And I lost to
That's
Oregon
true.
too.
And we had Oregon, and then they ass whooped in the playoffs. So like, yes, it's they're making entirely too much money, but it's also making this like the transfer portal and NIL. It's balancing out college football. Like Colorado was terrible, and next thing you
yeah,
know,
they were not very good.
Yeah, but
They
that was
were-
also a
they won
year
9 games.
before NIL. Like Travis Hunter obviously came from FCS with Dion. Dion brought his kids.
and like half that roster, bro.
yeah, and
That whole team was it was transfer portal. Like that's how Colorado got good, and within 2 years they went from like winning 2 games to 9. Like
yeah, but that
And
wasn't
there
really
are teams
NIL.
like
That
that
was
all-
more of just like the entire Jackson State team just coming
Yeah,
over.
right.
well, yeah, I'm saying transfer portal and NIL. I'm
Yeah.
linking it to because they're super similar.
I like the transfer portal. I just don't like how the transfer portal is being turned into something where it's like, oh, well, we'll give you more money, so
Yes,
screw all those other.
that's
teams.
it. And here's the other thing. My pen says. well, I don't want to say it because it's a nasty word. But here's the other thing, though. And I keep going back to this. Now, some of these guys will do well, but they keep jumping from school to school to school. Get your education.
Yeah.
And don't be jumping from school to school.
And it sucks because it's just completely just 100% for the money at this point.
Yes.
It's like some people are going to join these like rosters and they're just not like they're not even like the number one in their position. Like even the recruiting classes, like the recruiting class will have like 3 Maryland quarterbacks commit, and it's like, well, you're not going to start all 4 of the 4-star quarterbacks that you recruited to your team, and on top of that, they're probably getting money for it. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're not really playing football, but you're getting money, and then you're going to transfer, so your schooling is going to be all messed up. You're going to have all these different classes that you're going to have to take. But and it kind of sucks because even with that, they don't care. Like they don't care about their schooling, and like you said, like you are not guaranteed a spot on a college football roster, let alone an NFL roster.
Yeah, right. Like you said, Wyatt, like for a lot of these guys, it's the end of the road. I mean, after college, I mean, they're going to go become, like mailmen or, financial advisors or real estate brokers. But, like, I mean, unless the Chinese National Football League comes calling, then, they might have an option in Shanghai or whatever. But, yeah, for a lot of these guys, it's college and done. So I don't blame them for making the money. I just don't like the amount of money they're making.
And it's like, especially for football too, I feel like football is like one of the only like sports where it's like a lot of the college football translates to the NFL. But like other leagues like college baseball, there is even like a less turnout of who's going to make it into the MLB from college baseball, and you're still getting NIL money from those sports. And like hockey, for example, or like basketball, like the amount of great college basketball players that actually graduate and finish college just don't go to the NBA. And it's just insane because even with the NBA, they have people coming in overseas that are just like taking over leagues like
I mean,
London.
the top 10 of the NBA draft is half overseas players now.
Right.
It's French leagues taking over, bro.
Right, and it's
I will say, it's not the amount of money they're getting. It has nothing to do with the likelihood. I mean, sure, at some point it gets to how good of you as a player, but it's not like the percentage turnout is higher for the league. Like the colleges and like getting those players, they don't care about the league. They care about their programs, and it's because football, it makes the most money. Like it's not like it's football then basketball, and football and basketball alone just about make like all of the money for all sports programs throughout the entire like school. Like most of the other programs, they just like cover their losses because they don't get as many like. You don't see as many people going to like volleyball, track, swim. Like those sports don't bring in nearly as much revenue. Whereas football and basketball, they're bringing in all of it.
It's all the TV deals too. The TV deals is what literally drives all the programs.
Yeah, and the like partnerships, like like Rowback.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Milrow does Rowback, and was it like Powerade and whatever? It's all those.
Yeah. All the endorsements and all that stuff,
endorsements. I couldn't think of the word. So let's talk about that Ohio State and Notre Dame game.
I chose Notre Dame, and I kept going back and forth. Honestly, I feel like Ohio State's kind of like they actually like dog stomped like everybody they played in the college football playoffs. So I was like, there's no way they do it again for like the finals, right? And Notre Dame was looking good. Their only loss was to NIU. And in the regular season, I was kind of staying away from them because of that. But
look, I think next year this is what we're going to do. As I talk about what we're going to do on this podcast, we're gonna have our own like college football Saturday, but we're going to do maybe not college football Fridays because you guys might be out. Maybe we'll have to do like Friday mornings, but we're all going to make our picks.
I would do that.
I would do that.
I'm totally down for it because I love watching the picks. I think we should do the picks.
I think the picks are good.
Picks are fun. Picks are fun.
They are fun.
Timothy Chalamet doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Got them all right.
I know. And Wyatt, you're going to have to keep score of everyone to see who the super dog is.
We're doing that for playoffs too. And we don't have the best numbers. I'll just say that, even though we have like 3 more games left actually.
Sorry.
But yeah, going back to the game, I don't know what I was looking at. It was like Notre Dame had like one of the most convincing drives ever to start the game. They started with the ball first, and Riley Leonard literally he ran the ball 9 times in the first drive. Their quarterback ran the ball 9 times.
He's a little guy.
I think he's like. I want to look this up because I almost thought he was like a Josh Allen build.
That's what I thought at first, but I
What's
think
it-
he's a
what's
little bit
it-
smaller.
What's his name?
I think he's tiny. I don't think he's
6'4".
6'4", 216.
really.
Yeah.
How tall is Will Howard? Because Will Howard is tall.
I think he's 6'5".
Really? See, I thought Riley Leonard looked smaller.
6'4".
6'4". They're both 6'4".
Mm.
And Josh Allen's only 6'5", though, but he weighs a little bit more. It's 237.
Bill just said only in 6'5" in the same sentence. I can't.
I mean, he's only like an inch taller than Riley Leonard and who we talking about?
Riley Leonard and Will
Yeah,
Howard.
Yeah, Will Howard, yeah.
Jeremiah Smith is pretty good.
He's pretty good.
I mean,
He's a great player. Great
He's
receiver.
awesome.
I mean, he's
Did
probably
you
like,
see the clip? Oh my goodness! I just saw a clip earlier. So it was a Notre Dame corner. He was 1-on-1, but I don't think he was supposed to be 1-on-1 because he was jumping up and down, pointing at the guy, pointing at Smith and yelling like somebody.
Yeah, I saw that clip.
That was pretty funny. Bro was scared for his life. He did not want that 1-on-1.
that's he was calling out the play. He was telling the guy next to him what play was coming. But
What?
because you saw the play where Notre Dame corner number 29, he was like
Nah.
you didn't.
No.
He was
Nah.
literally
The play,
jumping up
he
and
was
down,
jumping
like
up and
pointing
down.
at Jeremiah Smith, like, yo, he's
Yeah.
got to get this
Oh,
ball.
when Jeremiah he
Yeah,
caught like
yeah,
the
yeah,
go
he's
route.
so-
wide open somehow.
When he motioned away, I'm assuming from knowing my scheme and knowing that theirs is probably even more complex. It means like he motioned away, so his assignment switched to somebody else, and somebody else switched to him, and he motioned back, and nobody followed him. Even though, what I'm assuming is he was telling dude, he's like, yo, he's coming right here, but I have to switch. I have to cover this guy from whatever.
Wait a second. Let me tell you. I think this happened. Was it this game? I think it was this game because I've always wondered this. I think it happened to Notre Dame, or was this a professional game? When center hiked the ball and the quarterback had given the maybe the wide receiver the motion to come across.
Oh, yeah, that was a tight end, Notre Dame's tight end.
Yeah.
Yes!
And they
And
bobbled the
it hit
snap.
him and it doinked off him. I have been waiting. I always thought to myself, I wonder if that ever happens if they get hit like that.
Yeah.
That's
it
the first
never
time I've
goes
ever seen
well.
I know.
Never goes well. I'm
The amount of
surprised that they
times they
recovered
rep
it,
that in-
honestly.
The amount of times they rep that in practice, I
True.
know their coach is furious because they'll run through that probably 20, 30 times in practice.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was watching. I literally said to my husband, I was like, I always wondered how many times that would. I've never seen it happen, but every time I see like Mahomes or whomever going, come on, and or Lamar or whomever, and they start running across, I'm like, how do they
Yeah.
not? Because the center
LeBron.
don't look, right?
Yeah.
They can't like bend down and look through their
Yeah,
legs.
they might do
guys.
like a
They have
silent
to have
count.
their They might have to have their head up, looking forward. Make sure like there's no blitz coming or anything like that.
Right.
Normally they'll have a silent count too, like the guard will or tap the
Yeah.
center, and then that's how they'll do it. But like it happens more often than you think. But
That's the first time I've ever seen it. Well, that I can recall ever seeing it. I was like,
yeah,
Happened.
after that first Notre Dame drive, they literally just could not get offense like at all.
No.
Like, it
No.
was actually frustrating to watch. Ohio State, they had I think it was their first 5 drives they scored, and the first 4 were touchdowns. And it's like your offense just, as Notre Dame, your offense just can't keep up with 4 touchdowns and 4 drives. Like, I think it was 3 or 4 drives in the first half alone, and they were all touchdowns. And it's like your defense can't get one stop at all.
yeah, their defense was struggling.
It was really frustrating for Notre Dame. I really wanted to see them win for the coach. I really wanted to see him win.
I do like me some Marcus Freeman. I'm not a big Ryan Day fan. I mean,
Well, now he wins big games, but he still can't beat Michigan. So
he reminds me of, what kind of coach he reminds me of? He reminds me of Urban Meyer.
I'm about to say the same thing. I'm about to say
Ryan
Urban Meyer,
Ryan Day.
kind of douchey a little bit.
Yes. Me and Buddy, we were on
I
it,
get
man.
that. I can see that for sure.
He's,
I mean,
yeah,
Ohio State,
Urban Meyer's a character.
Urban Meyer's an
Certainly is.
asshole.
He is certainly a character.
That too. Yeah, he's got a couple stories under his belt.
Remember when he was like fucking kicking players in Jacksonville? I mean,
Right?
what are we doing? Like in the NFL? That is crazy.
And he's married.
Oh,
And
yeah,
at the
oh my
bars.
goodness.
Yeah.
Likes to get a little touchy.
Yeah. I do want to give a shout out to old Kirk Street. Apparently, his wife announced today she has breast cancer.
Aw.
And his dog just died. And Ben just died.
And Ben just died.
Wait, are you for real?
Wait, who?
His
Yes.
wife?
Yeah. I read that today.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
The Thursday Night Football analyst, Kirk Herbstreit, and the college football announcer.
In college.
It was the one that brought his dog everywhere, and his dog just recently passed away, and he just got another one that looks exactly like him. And now
He has 3. He had 3 already. He had Ben, Peter, and one other one.
Bro, I
Yeah.
really hate when people do that.
Do
But
what?
yeah.
A dog will pass and it'll get the same breed, same color.
like immediately.
Like, did you even care about a dog in the first place? Like, what is
Is
it?
that replaceable, man? Huh?
And then apparently now his wife has breast cancer. That's tragic.
It
He's
is
been
tragic.
through a lot, and his son was on Ohio State.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
his son won the national championship, and then the next day realized that his
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up.
wife has breast cancer.
Yeah.
Wife? Mom, you mean?
Or was it his mom or
No, it's his wife.
Kirk?
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
Kirk
mom.
Herbstreit's mom or wife, and then I think his something is Zach, who just
Yeah.
won the national championship.
Yeah, right here. As she begins her battle. Yep.
Damn,
Here it is.
That's crazy.
Yep.
that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that.
I'm bad to Ben. Ben's getting his get back in heaven.
Oh no, right?
What?
Dude.
Ryan. What?
My God.
Is this get back on his Kirk's wife?
You never know.
That is not a get back.
You never know. What if she did something bad to Ben?
Bro, what?
Ryan.
Ryan, you not seeing
That
heaven.
still
bro.
isn't a get back.
My God.
We let you go. Do you have a Super Bowl prediction?
Let's get your picks.
Let's get the.
Wait, do you want my Super Bowl?
Well,
Who do you think goes to the Super Bowl?
we'll
and who
take
do you
your
think wins
championship
it?
game picks and then.
So wait, okay, so hold on. It's the Bills and the Chiefs and the Eagles and the Redskins.
Commanders. Yep.
Sorry. Look, I'm old. I
Hey,
call
buddy,
them
buddy,
It's
buddy
okay.
hates
Buddy
Commanders.
calls
Buddy
them
goes,
so.
buddy goes by the Redskins.
Look, buddy. Look, I used to go watch the Redskins when they played at RFK, which used to be the Capitol Center, which used to be FedEx Field. So, I'm gonna say Chiefs and Eagles.
Chiefs and Eagles.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that's
kind of obvious.
disgusting.
I mean, it is the obvious pick. I mean,
It's
two
the favorite
teams,
pick.
Yeah, it's the,
Dude, that'd be the worst.
I mean, I would love to see the Redskins beat the Eagles
Same.
because I think they deserve it.
yeah.
100%.
It would be really cool. It would be the first rookie quarterback to make the Super Bowl.
Yes,
too, which
yes,
would be,
and I
Really?
love Dave Daniels.
Mhm,
So,
first ever.
I appreciate the invitation for my
Of
celebrity
course.
guest
Thank
appearance.
you so much, Miss Tracy.
I would love to come back.
Absolutely.
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 Love to have
Hopefully
you back.
before we can do something maybe for the draft because you're college football player.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And then-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then maybe we could do something when the season comes back around.
Oh,
we go.
I am here for the season. Like,
Let's go.
and I'm happy to make a celebrity guest appearance for the Super
Of
Bowl
course.
too. But I got to do some laundry and some dishes.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Get
The
Matt
Bama
on.
Tell
connoisseur.
Matt to get.
Tell Matt to get on it.
Matt, let me tell you,
He ain't gonna
Matt,
touch it.
that kid, everything that touches his body goes in the dirty clothes. And then he's like, oh, I'm hungry. And then he comes rolling down here at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Tell him
But-
to do the dishes, man. See how
I
long
know,
it takes
right?
him.
Right? So, well, it has been a pleasure. I am going to let you all finish, and I will have lots of commentary for the next podcast.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much,
gang.
Bama
All right.
connoisseur.
You good?
Bye,
All right,
Tracy.
Thank you
bye.
so much. See you later.
Good night.
All right, after the lovely conversation and chat with Miss Tracy, we can go get back to schedule. I want to know how everybody's doing before we move on to the NFL.
Well, I mean, my whole mindset right now is NFL. It's unfortunate after the Ravens game, man. It's just, bro, I've been coping well. I was screaming at my phone in that fucking group chat for about 10 minutes. I don't
I
even know
made
if
sure to
y'all
save
listened
them.
to it or not, but bro,
I
was just
listened.
screaming. Bro, it's crazy though, cause like I just went right after the game, screaming for 15 minutes, bro. I was straight. Yesterday, bro, I didn't think about the game one time, bro.
Dog, get Mark Andrews off of your
That was a
ear,
W
dog.
code, bro.
Oh, no,
I'm
I'm
gonna
on
find a
my
way.
game.
I'm
I'm
gonna
on the
find a
phone.
way to implement those voice memos into here, and it will be the best thing ever.
Dude, as soon as I saw we were running that play, I knew it was game over. He has never caught that
I
pass.
was-
I don't. But we're kind of getting off topic here.
Yeah, Ryan, how you been, bro? How have you been?
I'm cool. We had our
Lacrosse started.
first college lacrosse practice yesterday. They got a
First practice? I thought you had
like
practices.
first season practice.
Oh, okay.
They got us running. That was
They got
running
you
and
running.
shit, yeah.
No.
Running.
You can't run?
Running and shit.
no, I'm not.
You're not like that?
No, what I'm saying, we did these. We were in the basketball gym. We was doing super sixes, like sprint down the other baseline. That's 1, and then you build up to 6, and then you go all the way back down.
What?
Not
That sounds
So,
terrible.
is that not just suicides or what?
Yeah, like
It's basically
sounds
it's
terrible.
basically suicides. Yes. It's like you run down, you stop, wait for everybody else. You run back and up, and then you run there, back and back, until you get
Oh.
up to 6,
Oh, that's way
and then
worse
you
than
go
I thought it
back
was.
down.
Yeah, no.
All
That's why I sit my
Mostly
ass in
freshman
the
jacket.
dorm room and do jack shit. So you
so
guys
real.
can do your little athletics over there. What about you, Aiden? You got a basketball team, I heard?
Yeah, man. We was gonna play our coaches, right? But they canceled on us on Monday. You know, next thing I hear is like, oh, we got national championship. Oh, it's too late. Oh, I have a family. I don't care. Come play some basketball. Like,
You just don't care?
you know, you're ducking. And, you know, we confronted him about it today, and, you know, all I hear are excuses why you can't play us. You had to
So-
wait till we, you know, it's
You
ridiculous.
got
Bro,
you
I
got a
miss
league
rec,
going?
bro. I miss rec.
I'm
Is it a league or just pick
Yeah.
up?
It's intramural. So it's like 10 teams or whatever. We play 10 games.
Let's get a summer league going, yo.
Bro,
Yo,
I
Aiden, so
started that part last year.
you can foul out though.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been
Yo.
fiending to hoop, bro. I haven't hooped in
Wow.
like 6
Bro, let's go to
fucking months,
YBES, bro.
Is there a
Let's
summer
go
league?
fuck.
My
Yeah,
friend found a dude. He went up for a layup and he slapped the mess out of him.
Probably called him a
First-
foul, didn't he?
First play of the game.
That's you, bro. When we played pickup at Hartford Tech,
No, I wasn't.
that was
bro.
the worst 2 hours of my life.
You literally got boxed.
Bro, I had scratches and bruises all over me, bro.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie, bro. Your defense is. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna go down the rabbit
I
hole.
give you
of-
that good D, don't I?
All right,
all
that's
right, bro.
you're crazy. But buddy, anything happened to you?
No, I'm done. I'm just at home chilling, you know.
At,
Yo,
at
buddy,
home?
come on.
You're not at school yet?
No, I don't go back until next week.
Buddy,
Really?
let's talk about
I
it.
thought you were at school.
Or you go back a month later than I do?
Yeah.
Aiden, I don't
That's-
go back to the.
Bro,
I don't
you
go
went
to
back
the
on like
third.
fucking December 26th, dog. Like,
Yeah, you rookie did. You went back hella early.
I'm
I still got a couple weeks left.
That's
I was
crazy.
losing my mind.
Buddy, I thought you were at school.
No.
We actually-
I'm in my room.
I was about to say,
Buddy, you act like
I
I've been
got
in your room, bro. I've
I
never
got
been
my
in your room.
well. I can't. I'm not take my fish tank to my dorm.
I was thinking, I was just about
We
to say
actually
that.
can't have fish
You got the
tanks
fish
here.
tank in the
Yeah,
back.
we can. I'm just
Yeah,
not
we
going to because it's pointless.
Yeah. I got a blender.
Whoa.
nice.
Whoa. Oh yeah, you were talking about you got that blender for Christmas, bro. I asked Aiden one day what he got for Christmas. He said, "I got a blender." I was like, "Yeah, okay."
Hey,
Like,
and a shovel.
that's right. That's right. A blender and a shovel.
But hey, I opened the shovel. I was like, yo, this gotta be the stupidest thing I've ever opened in my life. I mean, a
Have you
week
used
and a
it?
half later, I
No
used
way.
it.
Oh my god.
Yo, I had to shovel out these people's car for them.
Yeah, I guess
you
I
get
should
paid?
know. That would make sense.
Hell yeah, you got paid.
You got tips,
Nah,
bro.
I ain't got paid.
You ain't
No.
get no tips.
Aiden, bro, don't even.
Nah, I ain't get no tip for that.
All right.
Bro, I cannot take you seriously ever.
I think it's
First
good
topic?
place to change topics.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah. All right.
rather have
AFC,
focus on that.
AFC divisional round. The Texans and the Chiefs. Let's talk about that.
I actually saw this cool stat. Well, no, I didn't see it, but I was looking at the play-by-play. One, the fact that the Texans score 14 points in a divisional game is low-key kind of atrocious. But C.J. Stroud got sacked 8 times, and 7 of the 8 sacks were on the opposite side of the field. So even when they did have offensive momentum, it just immediately got shut down because their offensive line was terrible. Like George
shit the bed.
Karlaftis had 3 sacks, 2.5, 3 sacks.
Karloftis was.
He was having a day. But the fact that like,
Chris Jones also had a good game. But,
the fact that you cross the 50-yard line and you just get sacked, like they settled for so many field goals, and it doesn't help that Fairbairn missed a field goal, missed an extra point. There's 4 points. Would you lose like 23 or 14?
28.
Yeah.
That's like
that's 23.
yeah. We can talk about the refs too.
I mean, let's be
I ain't
serious.
gonna lie, I misspelled referee 18 different times. That's why it took me a minute. I was trying to type it in for a good joke.
You're a troll.
Did we
bro.
expect anything different though?
I was gonna say Chiefs are just a better team, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you heard the Texans post game; they're blaming the refs. I mean, you can't go into a game with the mindsets like the refs are against you because they really aren't like intentionally against you. But if you go into that mindset, I mean, you're gonna fuck up and then you're gonna think, oh, it's the refs against us, man. I mean, but it really isn't. I mean, the
That's
refs
Ryan watching every single Ravens game.
The refs had some questionable calls in that game, but
When we get talking about the
it's
Ravens,
just me,
I'll
Steve.
talk
It's
about
just
the
me,
refs.
Steve.
I'll talk about the refs when we talk about the Ravens.
Bro.
We can talk about the Ravens.
we're doing that one last. We're going in
Yeah,
order.
we can save that one for last for sure. But I mean, they had like the 2 controversial. One was like the roughing the passer, which I don't think was a penalty. That was a third down, by the way. That was a
That
third
was
and
a third
8.
down. That was a
a
crucial
crazy
third down.
call.
It was a 3rd and 8, and then that moved the chains, and they got 3 out of it.
Out of this
They got
call.
they got another random roughing the passer call that was just
It was-
awful.
it was like the
one-
unnecessary
yeah,
roughness.
Yeah, where Mahomes tried to hide behind his lineman, then decided to try to dive down, and the Texans player already trying to hit him. I mean, it's another dumb call, but
Did you see Mahomes like
whatever.
jump out of bounds? Like he walked out of bounds, got touched.
oh, he flopped. Yeah, he flopped.
Yeah, that low-key pisses me off.
And,
I am
and
glad
he,
he did not get the call.
slowed down
He
too.
did not get that call too, and I'm glad he didn't get that
Yeah,
call. But
that-
It was the one where he was running out of bounds and he slowed down so they would push him.
Yeah.
Like instead of just running out of bounds and just being out of reach of the defender, he's like, all right, let's let him push him and see if I get a call. Bro,
Yeah.
Mahomes is bitch made, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah, I think the most frustrating penalty from a viewer standpoint is like late hit out of bounds on quarterbacks, because it happens all the time,
all the time,
like literally all the time.
every game, at least once a game.
Yo.
Yeah, and roughing the
Um,
passer calls for the past 5 years have been just miserable.
I will say, I
mean,
think
if
it's
it-
getting better.
It's
I think it's
maybe
good.
okay.
I mean, I guess
compared
I
to
don't
last
hear it as
year-
much.
Yeah, compared to like the last couple of years, it's slightly getting better, I think, but it's still pretty bad.
I think because there's so much backlash on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't see. I don't know what could possibly be the reason behind the refs having favorable calls to the Chiefs. Like, I guess from like a ref standpoint, you're like, okay, we're reffing like a quarterback who could be one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Like, make sure, like, not that we protect him, but like, they're always watching the quarterback. But I don't understand how it just happens to be the Chiefs every single time. Like, I don't think the Ravens have it terribly.
I
with,
see
like,
there
roughing
could
the
be like
passer
a slight backbone for the argument of like it's like maybe trying to keep Mahomes healthy, but I do think it's a little hoaxy, like the whole narrative around the refs like carrying the Chiefs. Like it does exist, and like it definitely is. There are some calls we see, but like at the same time, they just all get posted. Every single time like a questionable call happens to the Chief, it gets posted. Like when a questionable
That's
call
true.
happens to the rest of the teams in the league, it doesn't get posted because nobody cares. Questionable calls all year long, but it's just like since there's so much more for the Chiefs, I don't really believe that to like that
think
much of an
it's
extent.
under-
Like
A bigger
I think it's a
microscope.
mixture of both.
exactly, it's just like there's just coverage of the bad calls on the Chiefs, like, and not that it's not more because maybe it is, and maybe there is truth behind them being like actually favorable to the Chiefs, but I definitely think it's way blown out of the water. Like in terms of like saying like the refs are literally gonna take. I mean, there's narratives around the refs like literally just are gonna take them to the Super Bowl. Like they're just saying like, oh, it doesn't matter what happens because people think the refs are literally going to make calls to get them into the Super Bowl. I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true at all.
I don't think so either. Did you guys see that they came out with the ref crew for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that.
Is it good? I didn't see it.
I don't.
I mean, it's
I don't
whatever.
mind it. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
really care.
have like.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
It was Ron Torbert.
It's like okay. Cool.
Yeah,
I feel
Great.
like I don't. I feel like I don't remember him having any like terrible situations.
every ref's the same.
To you, bro.
I mean, low
You
key,
hate
it
all of
kinda
them.
are. It's not like the NBA where you got that one dude who dead ass has something against Chris
Who
Paul.
like literally sucks. NBA refs are worse, dude. Literally.
I hate the NBA, bro. I actually hate it. It's like it's so frustrating to watch. You got Joel Embiid
Just not
taking
playing.
taking MVPs, and then he
Well.
just won't play back-to-back games because his knee hurts. Like, That just pisses me off. That's a completely different story for another day. But I was also looking at the box score too for the Chiefs. They had 123 yards with 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Damn it. My bad. I got.
Yeah, I hate that too, dude. I hate that.
Yeah,
No, I got money on the Senators, and they're down 3.
But who?
The
Yeah, you must have been
Senators.
bored, bro. You must have been bored.
How about those
Monopoly money, by the way.
Yes.
What did you say?
Yes.
How
Monopoly
about those
money.
Ottawa Senators, man?
They're on a win streak now?
Wild card spot, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
We were talking
The
about
team
hockey.
the team that Ryan was betting going Ottawa Senators.
I was betting Monopoly money on them, but they're
I'm glad nobody watched hockey, bro.
24.
Yeah, we know, bro.
They're
You don't watch football either.
Against the Rangers at 22-20. I should have been.
Yo, Aiden, since you weren't here last week, I don't want to go on too big of a tangent, but did you by chance watch the Bucks Commanders game?
The wild card
No.
game. No.
Did you
I did.
maybe
Sean
see any?
celebrated when
Did
they
you
lost.
see any clips of Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore?
Marshawn Lattimore got cooked, bruh. Cooked.
Take it out your mouth. Okay, let's go. All right, man.
Bro, no, we don't need to go down this hole because we've already talked about it.
Come on,
But
we-
like, I just wanted to see if you saw that he
I'm going
got
to tell
obliterated
you-
on live television.
Quickly, I'm going to tell you what an actual defensive back thinks about that. So when you see, at that point, he was bracketed. He was double teamed. You had Lattimore for the fade, and I think I'm going to guess on a number, 18, but I'm not sure. You had a safety inside who was supposed to play the slant. At least what I think. I mean, he could have gotten fried. It is what it is. But from what I saw it, you had Lattimore playing outside leverage in the red zone on a cut split. That doesn't happen unless you have inside leverage. So, or inside help. And so when you saw the safety like jump up in the air trying to get to the ball, I think the safety just kind of missed, and like wasn't he messed up. Now I could be wrong, but that's
Okay.
what I saw when I saw it. Was it
Okay.
wasn't really Lattimore losing a one-on-one because it was never really a one-on-one. He just his guy.
I'm not really talking about a one-on-one, but all I know is that Marshawn Lattimore was one-on-one with Mike Evans, and when the game ended, he was not on Mike Evans for very good reason. He had 792 and a touchdown. But again, we've already talked about this, so I'm not going to go on too much of a
You
tangent.
want me to show you Mike Evans' dad real quick?
LeBron!
LeBron!
But that was last week, so let's focus
Yeah, that was
on
last
this
week. That was last week. That was last week. It's not this week.
Are we done with the Chiefs?
Yes, we're done.
Yeah,
I
we're
know
done
the
with the
Chiefs. We all picked the Chiefs to win. I mean, it was kind of
We all had
obvious.
Chiefs. We all had Chiefs.
But we had the same. It was kind of frustrating. We all had the same team for
I
every
mean, because
game.
once it gets to like eight teams, I mean, there's really not much else to, you know.
The game seemed pretty straightforward too. They seemed
Yeah.
pretty straightforward.
I guess so.
So the second game of the Saturday was the Lions and the Skins.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a
28
Daniels,
points
man.
in the second quarter? Are we trolling? Like,
that
what?
was a crazy.
How many total touchdowns were in the second quarter? I think it was like 6.
It might have been something ridiculous
That
like
is
that.
wild.
Ridiculous
The Skins
amount
had
of
31
touchdowns.
the Skins win the half with 31 points. I mean,
Yo, you
jeez, man.
at least say Redskins.
Redskins, Skins, whatever. We know what I'm talking about. Like,
Loki though, like, the fact that it was what was it, 43 to 31?
45 to 30. I think it was 45 to 31.
45 to 31. Okay, so a 14-point game.
Yeah, it was.
But you lost the turnover battle 5-0.
And your quarterback threw what? Was it 3 or 4 picks?
3
I
picks.
think.
Who? Jaden Downs threw 4
Who threw the
picks.
last
No,
Four.
Golf. Golf threw
Golf.
4 picks.
Wait, no, because J-Mo had one.
J-Mo won.
Yeah, J-Mo
Right,
had a
right,
J-Mo had a
right.
pick. They fumbled.
That was a
and
stupid
Goff threw
play.
3.
That was.
Yeah, that was
I don't know why.
play call.
But
That
dude,
is-
you lost by
you
2
understand-
scores.
I understand like trying to run the trick plays to catch the team off guard, but like that was stupid. In a playoff
Yeah,
game when
well-
you're already down, I mean, in the red zone, I mean, let's be serious.
Yeah, I find it crazy that you lost by 14, but you had 5 turnovers and your defense didn't force a single one of them.
Yeah.
I
also find crazy that the Lions were able to be in that situation in the first place. Like, they were losing 5, like crucial defensive players. Their defense was playing. I mean, sure, they let
Yeah,
up
their
hella
defense is
points.
pretty mid.
Isn't great, but their offense is so good that they gave up 5 turnovers and still almost like they weren't too out of that game. Like
Yeah.
there wasn't a moment where it was like, oh, this game is over. It was a, definitely, they're getting outplayed a little bit, but I mean, for 5 turnovers, the Lions are just ridiculously too much into this game.
Yeah,
And I think
you're still
And a 28-point second quarter, and still going into the half thinking the Lions have a really good chance to win the game.
That is crazy.
Like
28 in one quarter.
They scored coming out of half, and you're like, okay, the game is pretty much tied right now. So it's a 3-point game. This is ridiculously winnable for the Lions, and they give, 21 points or 28 points in the second quarter. Like that team is so good. They get those defensive.
Yeah, Lions
pieces
are going to
back.
be back. It's nothing.
They get those defensive pieces back, plus an extra weapon wherever in the draft.
That's true.
Like you could, first and second round picks are. It doesn't matter where you want to draft; those are prize picks. Like those people are going to help that team, and they're already this far ahead with so many injuries, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Like the Lions really out there just trying stuff. Like
What up, Jared?
I feel like we could compare this Lions team to kind of maybe like last year's Ravens. Like, you know they'll be back. They just need like a few pieces here and there, and they'll be back like easily. They'll be back in maybe even the title game next year.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if literally every single one of the Lions draft picks were on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised either. Especially the first 3 picks they have.
I mean, who would they even reinforce on the offensive side?
Yeah,
QB.
You don't need to.
QB.
Well, yeah, quarterback. But do you draft a quarterback, or do you go into free agency or make a trade?
Nah, they're not good. Nah, that's crazy
It might
talk.
get
They're not
Burrow
drafting
on
a
the third.
quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't
Maybe
think
in like the 7th
actually,
round, like
maybe if
John Reese
Goff
Plumlee
isn't-
for the Steelers.
maybe if like it doesn't like pan out this year with Goff again, or whoever else is back there, I think maybe
I'm saying for a
you
project.
talk about drafting a quarterback in 2026.
Yeah, I mean,
don't
I'm
think
not
that's
saying that
crazy.
they are, but I mean, if they get Milroe, I would understand it because like we were talking about earlier, he's a project. He's got the talent, and imagine he sits behind Goff for a couple years. Okay, Goff's not done. He's still a good quarterback, but imagine a backfield with a mobile quarterback and one of Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery with. I mean, Jamie Milroe has a cannon. Imagine Jamison Williams, who played with him, I think.
Maybe.
And then you have Amon-Ra as a safety valve plus Laporta. I mean, that offense could be freakishly scary if they had a mobile quarterback. I mean, they also have to be able to throw the ball. And,
That's true. That's also like a
that's the
scheme
whole
thing what
point
we
of
were
that.
talking about with the Ravens.
Yeah.
like, that
He has to
scheme
be the
was,
right
crazy
fit.
different.
I
Yeah.
just don't see, as of right
Oh.
now, I just don't envision that system.
But yeah, I mean the Lions.
Not right
That's a-
now, but I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's a game they
It's
should have
just
won.
Did
Point
they-
blank, that's the
did
game they
they-
should have won.
Did they end up getting Joe Milton? Or is he still on
no
the,
one's. There's no trades yet.
Yeah, Jalen Milroe and Jameson Williams played together. 2021.
not Milton. Hendon Hooker. They got Hendon Hooker.
Also kind of goes to show just like the championship window of the Lions. The fact that we're talking about a 2 to 3 year quarterback project for the team they have now, essentially, is just that
And they'll still be
their team is very,
competing.
their team is very
All
young
on rookie
and
contract.
scary. I mean, they could make a QB switch and be back in deep playoff runs in 2-3
Yeah.
years. Like,
Yeah,
when is
it's
that?
like-
Like, it's rare where you go from one quarterback to another and be in the same spot essentially, and like they do have time, and they have the young players, and they have players developing, and like they actually can get it done, like drafting a Milroe and getting like a mobile QB, and like actually be able to make that a project and not really leaving the playoffs. Like,
Yeah, it's just like drafting the Jordan Love, having him sit for 3 years. But especially like you said, the timing for that for the Lions is like your championship window is, I'd say, probably 4 years from now is when it ends. But if you draft someone like Jalen Milroe and he develops for 3 years, that adds like 3-4 more years to that window. It's like an 8-year Super Bowl window. It's crazy for a team like the Lions who haven't even won a Super Bowl yet.
I don't even think they've made it.
Have they?
No.
I don't think they've made it to the Super Bowl.
They've never played in a Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah, like that's crazy weird. But I mean, once again, we just can't count out Jaden Daniels. Like I feel like it's kind of crazy that we're only talking about the Lions here because Jaden Daniels just put 45 on their heads
Yep.
in Detroit
Yep.
as the one, like playing against the 1 seed. Like, do you think part of that is because they really underestimated the Commanders, or do you
No.
think that's really just Jaden Daniels?
That's just Jaden Daniels being Jaden Daniels. I love Jaden Daniels to death, and like he's a future. He's a great quarterback. I mean, like he's on like Lamar pace in my opinion, but like the Lions should have won that game, point blank. Period. I mean, you're at home in the divisional, in front of your fans. I mean that's a game you gotta win.
That's how better teams lose. It's turnovers, man.
Yeah,
Literally.
Yep.
That's true.
That's how the better team loses the game.
And then you also throw 5 picks
like
if you're
that.
Jared Goff and you win the game earlier in the season. What was that, against the Seahawks?
Texans.
Was
Playoff
it?
team. And the Texans. Yeah, it was Texans.
Really?
When Goff threw 5 picks and they won the game, yeah.
Yeah, that just shows that don't always happen. And it's kind of crazy for a team like the Lions, too, because their defense just isn't that great. With the injuries that they have, with the injuries. But the fact that they could manage to do that. But you're going back to the
and now Ben Johnson's
Commanders.
going, so
yeah,
what are they
we
gonna do?
can honestly make a whole segment on all the other coaching changes that we have. We can try to do that next week because more might come out, but
Yeah, we could.
there's been a bunch of movements. Like Kevin O'Connell got extended.
Josh McDaniels went to the Patriots.
Josh
Back
McDaniels.
to the Patriot.
Yeah, OC, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
One of the coordinators. Or
I
Sirius.
really just thought.
But yeah, I think honestly the biggest part for the Commanders too, for me, is like other teams and other players seeing them as a marketable free agent landing spot. They have like a top 5 cap. I'm almost positive. I think they have $93 million in cap space.
Yeah, it's like this is. I saw somebody say this is the worst roster that Jaden Daniels will play with for the next like 5 years because they're only going to get better.
And bro, that's like completely valid. Like,
That's so dangerous.
imagine if they get T. Higgins, bro.
I know I talked about this. I talked about this in the group chat, but I was talking about like what's like the next dynasty after the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Commanders.
I don't think that's crazy to say.
That's
If they
not-
can
that's
get some
definitely not
defensive
crazy.
help, I don't think that's
They get
crazy.
some good defense. And a few offensive
I
pieces.
really hope they
they're
build the
right
team
there.
right. I would love to see Jaden Daniels thrive.
I think it's funny that they managed to do this right after selling the team. Just
yeah, that-
literally
they're
like
still
proves the fans.
Looking
point.
at rebuilding RFK, I mean, they could be like back really, like glory days. We talk about it in like 20 years, like oh man, what a great team. The Eagles and the Rams. I feel like that was a good game for. I mean, that's probably like the best the Rams could have done, in that given the weather of a situation in Philadelphia. I mean,
If the weather was better, I think the
Saquon
Rams
didn't really have like
better fight.
Ryan, I think you hit like right on the nose. Like outside of like the chunk rushes that Saquon magically broke out, he didn't really have like an impressive game.
Yeah.
Like
He had 230 all-purpose yards. What are we
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
if you
He had
look at
2
plays,
rushes
got
for like
explosive,
160
yeah,
yards.
explosive plays. I mean, you break that out maybe 3 times, and that's like your entire stat line.
He had
Everything
2
else is
touchdowns.
just okay. Yeah, and
But how are we going to take away the
No,
three?
we're not.
no, we're not. I'm saying Ryan had it like head on the nose. Like you're gonna give the ball to him a bunch of times, with hoping he breaks through the defense. I mean, he did like twice, 3 times, but other than that, I mean, he got 2-yard gain, 3-4 yards off from the line of scrimmage.
I think that's alarming for the fact that Jalen Hurts still isn't playing to his caliber, especially in January. Like that, you can't be throwing for 120 yards a game in a playoff game and expect to win.
Dude,
The
Jalen Hurts.
fact that Saquon, you're gonna hand up what 20 something times to him. Like we said, like it was a 78 yard and it was like a what 65
Yeah, 64. I think.
yarder, something like that.
That's
He had,
120
like,
something
100
yards.
and-
Like, yeah, that's 130
What
off
up?
the rip. What up, bro?
What up, dude?
Yo, Eagles all the way, yo.
Eagles all the way.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts needs to start playing football though. That's his first step.
And he just came back. You gotta give him one.
Man, he
can't-
ain't got
you
no
can't
time
do
to
it in
get
the
back,
playoffs.
Yeah, he
man.
doesn't have that
We
time,
here
man.
right now, man.
It's the NFC title game.
We here,
He
man.
just came back though, so like he getting right. I promise you. Watch. Sunday.
Hey, I believe
Alright
it.
then. Alright then.
don't
I'll
have
watch,
much
him,
time,
I'll, watch
but-
him, I'll watch him next week throw 5-yard passes. Don't worry.
Bro, the fact that he's throwing for 122 yards a game, like, it's kind of alarming. But I mean, I guess if Saquon's gonna break off the runs, it doesn't matter what he's getting outside
No,
of those
that's-
like chunk plays. But like I said, we talked about this last week. Like, Jalen Hurts got to get his shit together because, like I said, like just like that happened with the Texans and the Chargers, like you don't have time to warm up, and he's lucky that his defense is playing great. Saquon's playing great. AJ Brown
He's
can
just
make
lucky
plays.
he has Saquon, to be honest. If he didn't have Saquon, they'd be fucking done for.
Yeah.
The fact that game was close to at the end was a little alarming as well.
Oh, when Puka Nacua caught that bomb from
That was a
that
crazy
one,
play.
like with like 2 minutes or like a minute left, I thought, oh my god, the Rams might actually come back and do
Marcus
that.
Robinson also had a really good catch. I don't know if that
He
was
did.
later in the game,
I
but
think it was a bit earlier, but
yeah, it might have been. But
Whatever
But
Jalen
then-
Hurts is getting paid, it is way too much money.
Way too much money. I mean, but that's to be fair to Jalen Hurts, that's the quarterback market today. I mean, you have all these guys that probably shouldn't be getting paid that money. They're getting paid that money because teams are desperate, kind of, to make sure they have like a star quarterback. I mean, like Deshaun Watson should have never got that money for obvious reasons. I mean,
Dude, you see the whole thing
Hurts,
about his TikTok?
Jordan Love is overpaid.
Deshaun Watson, the truth though.
Dude, Deshaun Watson is
Yeah,
like $92
in
million.
prison. Yeah, the truth
one
in prison.
TikTok.
Yeah, let's go.
He posted a video without his boot after Achilles surgery, and in his contract, his guaranteed money can go away if he's seen not rehabbing correctly. So it was
But it could have
$93
been
million
taken before.
that, huh?
The video could have been taken before. I
Right,
don't know
but
how
they can
to
break
do
that
it to prove
down.
it.
Like if it isn't, if it
they
is,
gonna
but
find out.
it's
They gonna find out.
$92 million that can be taken from his contract.
Even a
if he's
team as
seen
dumb as a
without.
bag of rocks like the Browns is gonna jump on an opportunity to shut that shit down.
Save $100 million.
I
Absolutely.
mean, especially with like as big of a mistake as they made and how everybody clowned them for it. Like, I mean, like they're laughing stock of the league right now. So I mean, if they can knock off the 92 mil, they can get back. I mean,
And with
they
the
can get
100
right.
million, you can go get a new quarterback with that.
Yeah, but we're not on the Browns right now. I think anybody have any takes on the Rams?
I thought they played a good
They-
game. I thought they played a
They
pretty
went
good game.
significantly farther than I think that their roster says they should have gone.
100%.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The Kyron fumble was unfortunate too. They could have won that
That was
game,
unfortunate.
to be honest.
Like I said, I mean, the weather played a big factor because, it's LA. They're not used to playing in the snow, but, got to adjust in the playoffs, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's why I think when the NFL goes on and progresses tens of years from now, I think there's going to be so many dome stadiums. It's going to be so hard
Tennessee,
to actually play with football
It's
conditions,
going to be ridiculous.
and that's so
I mean-
sad to see.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But-
Although M&T Bank's
That
not
is
going anywhere.
fantastic to see.
No, it's not.
Never. I don't think Pittsburgh is going anywhere either. I think, except for Cleveland, I mean, the AFC North's not going anywhere in terms of stadiums.
Yeah, but the turnover battle though in the Rams Eagles was 2-0, and the Eagles got 6 points off of that. And when it's that close of a game, those matter.
Yeah.
Even if you're not
But-
scoring,
but even,
turnovers still impact the game.
Holding in the 2 field goals, I think is kind of an accomplishment in itself, especially if you look at where they fumbled on the field.
That's true.
So, I think the Rams did the best they could. They didn't play too bad of a game. All right. Well, we're
Yo,
going
Eddie, got anything to say,
we're
bro?
not. Well, we're going to pretend it didn't happen.
I ain't gonna lie, I have no idea what we're talking about.
We were talking about the Eagles turnovers.
The Rams.
Oh, yeah,
well,
no
Rams
go.
turnovers.
Bad news bears.
Man, these days.
Yeah.
Sure.
You
Yeah,
can say that. You want to move on?
100%. Yeah, we can move on. Well.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
Put
for
your
this.
phone down, bro.
Well,
Put your fucking phone down, bro.
This is all you, bro.
It happened. I kind of saw it coming, but it was kind of tragic to see happen in real time.
As much as that game was bad, there is still some good things to take out of
I
it.
think there's a lot of positives.
Lamar played
There's
an
a lot of
incredible
positives.
game in the second half. Yes, his first half was awful. His second half was really, really good.
I think Zach Orr, he proved that yes, he will be the defensive coordinator going forward.
Absolutely,
and,
absolutely.
Mark Andrews is a terrorist. He needs to be shipped on the
Okay.
first flight
Okay,
out of
all right.
Baltimore.
All right, Mark
but,
Andrews had a bad game. He had
Yeah,
bad.
it's a
God, look at him.
The NFC divisional game, that is a terrible game to have. You can't. If you look at the clip back where he fumbled the ball, he had the ball and maybe 5-10 yards of open space in front of him, but he thinks he's fucking Zay Flowers, trying to pivot and do all this cute shit and fumbles the football. I mean,
I agree
what are
with
we
you.
doing here?
All he did was he swerved and he bent the corner, bro. I don't even know if he did anything wrong.
Well, I mean, you look at the play. It's not like he was being careless with the football. It just was a great punch-out play.
was-
It's just like he tried to do too much of the football instead of going forward. He tried to go around and get the edge. I mean,
Okay, but
Stupid.
literally the exact same fumble happened with Lamar. He tried to make a play, putting one
yeah, I'm not saying
one hand
one
on the
fumble
football,
is-
but nobody,
yeah,
but
exactly. That's a
nobody's
shit
talking
play.
about
It's
it
a terrible
because
play. I mean, but we're talking about Mark Andrews right now. But Lamar, we can talk about Lamar all day long, really. But we're not saying one turnover is better or worse than the other one. We're just putting the facts out there that Mark Andrews tried to do too much on that one specific play, and it cost him.
I
mean-
mean, the Ravens need to find a new 2-point conversion play.
Yes, that's the same play they've been running for the past 3 years,
That
man.
That one play does.
I almost
not
want to say
play.
they were one. I almost want to say they were 1 for 6
They
on the
were,
year.
well, no, entire season, yes, they're like 1 for 5 or 1 for 6. It's
One of those
ridiculous.
numbers.
I
It's
mean,
just
what do
like
you
I
have-
mean, like being a Ravens
real
fan
shit.
the last 5 years, you look at 2-point attempts and like it's just like every time we go for 2, it's like oh fuck.
I mean,
we're
you
not
look at-
fucking scoring.
We have Derrick Henry, we had Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins in the backfield past a couple years, and we don't run the ball for some reason on 2-point plays. I mean, I says like John Harbaugh doesn't trust his O-line, which has actually been pretty good this season to actually put the ball 2 yards into the end zone.
Come on, Jared.
Wait, but he was open. He just
Yeah,
dropped
but
the ball.
regardless,
You
this
can't
is
blame
not.
that on
This is not.
coaching.
We're not talking about that one play. We're talking about the other 2-point play. They should have probably ran the ball with Derrick
Let's
Henry
be for
marching down
real,
the
though.
field.
Let's be for real. From a game planning standpoint, that's the obvious. Like, yeah,
True.
you should give the ball to your, 6'4", 200 something pound
Don't do
running
it.
back. But like,
Don't say it.
it's like it's the obvious. It's just like, the play they executed at the end where Mark Andrews dropped that. I ain't gonna lie, he got to hold on to that. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
that
matter
was
of
a
fact-
good. Honestly, that was a good play call. That was the play call right there in that situation. I think it was a good play call, but you can't. You gotta, Mark Andrews
In
gotta
my
be better.
opinion, though, I don't even go for 2 the first time. I'm just kicking
Exactly.
a 1.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about that.
In my opinion, I'm kicking a 1, and then you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, the Ravens had just stopped them multiple times where they had like where they got like 1 first down in like the third quarter, something like that. They weren't moving the ball. At that point right there, I'm kicking the 1 because our defense is locking in.
That's what I'm saying.
I tend to agree with that. Actually, I tend to agree with that.
Because then you don't have to worry about going for 2 the second time.
Because exactly. It's still like the second quarter.
I was
going
gonna
to
talk about that because nobody was really talking about Harbaugh's decisions. And I know you guys hated him in the regular season, but also on like
I think they were like good at the time, like when he called, like okay, yeah, it makes sense. But like in retrospect, probably should have done, probably should have kicked a 1. But
one thing
So-
though that I did see on the Ravens that they were 6 for 9 on 3rd and 4th down, but
I thought they were great on 3rd down.
they were great, and 5 of the 6 were within 7 yards. Like if you're converting pretty much 90% of your 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 plays, like that's
It should be a recipe for success.
Yeah.
It should be.
All I have to say is, about the game is, yes, Lamar had turnovers, but at the end of the day, Mark Andrews took our whole fan base, bent us over.
we could talk about Mark Andrews for forever.
Mark
I
Andrews.
know. I'm sure you know. I have my own personal.
There was no
credits with Mark
consent.
Andrews. But yeah, we didn't. Yeah. That's what it
Buddy,
is.
did you ever get that beanie back?
Oh no, it's still sitting out there somewhere. I don't know where.
Mark
We need Isaiah Likely snap counts up.
I agree.
Up.
I was just thinking
He
that.
is the truth,
There's-
bro. I think Isaiah
Look,
Likely could be our number 1.
There's
bro.
still
I
so
don't-
much
I
trade
know-
value for Mark Andrews. I think
Yeah.
you shop him. You shop him.
I know like a lot of Ravens fans don't want to hear it because like they think, oh, we're not real fans if we say it. But like, if we trade, I would not be like surprised if they try to find a trade for Mark Andrews and let Isaiah Likely take like most or all.
I
the
would love
snaps
that.
going forward.
I would absolutely love
He's
that.
been outperforming Andrews for the past
He has
2 seasons.
the whole season. I
don't
thought
understand
Likely was a
why
better
they
tight
act
end.
Like, I don't know why they have this certain. I get it, like you have a bond with a player loyalty. Likely is just the better player.
Bill
How
Belichick,
is he blocking wise?
He's pretty good.
Huh?
Andrews?
Either of them.
They're both pretty good blocking. I think that's one thing
I
the
mean,
Ravens do well.
Andrews.
I think Andrews is a better
Andrews
blocker.
Is a better blocker for
Might be,
sure,
yeah.
but
Left tackle. He
That's also part of him being a vet too. I feel like
Yeah.
that's something Likely
Yeah.
could work on. He could.
yeah, but
Start
it's just
matching
like Isaiah Likely just outperforms him so much and just brings so much more explosiveness to their offense. I don't see I understand keeping the both of them, but like in a situation like that, I get it. You want to go with the vet, but you just gotta go with the guy who's playing better. And
Yeah.
Likely's been performing for like the past 2-3 weeks. I mean, we saw the stiff arm against the Steelers. He just put a dude head in the dirt. I mean, he dribbled a man. You know how crazy that is to dribble a man? He threw
He
it
always-
the guy that bounced up and bounced back up again. It was crazy. And then he just, he does crazy things. Like on the drive where they scored a touchdown, he threw that joint to Likely and he caught
He
it.
caught that. He was a
Mark
great player,
Andrews,
man.
Bro, he might have tripped over his big foot and it would have been an interception.
But yeah, I think And we all had the same teams
We also
for
had Ravens,
all of
yeah.
those. We had Chiefs, we had
Ravens.
Lions, we had Eagles,
We
and
had
we
Ravens.
had Ravens.
Yep.
Bill Belichick once said, "It's better to cut a year early than a year too late."
That's true. You get capital out of them. Do we? What do we have next? The prediction.
That's it. That's for the title game predictions. That's it.
Predictions.
So
I don't
I think the first game is
The Eagles play
It's,
4:30.
yeah, and the Chiefs play later.
Yes.
All right, well let's go, man.
Commanders.
Skins at Eagles. Oh man,
Commanders.
That's gonna be a good game, man.
You
Commanders.
got? Okay, why?
I think the Commanders have a good enough defense to not stop but contain their offense. And I think the Commanders' offense is just way too explosive.
I agree.
Way too explosive.
So you
Wait,
going
are we
with the
talking?
Commanders
Are
too?
we saying Commanders over?
Yeah,
Eagles?
I'm taking Commanders over Eagles.
Yes.
Well, Aiden, all right, Aiden, what are you
Go
saying? Aiden?
Commanders. JD5 is the best quarterback in football right now to this day, and I stand 10 toes on it. Let's go, JD5.
Okay,
All
buddy,
right.
you got the Commanders?
I got the
Oh.
Commanders. Look.
Do I have
We
it?
gotta think. The last
My
time they
gut
played,
is telling me the Eagles' defense might be too much for Jaden Daniels, but
they
I
threw
think.
5 touchdowns
But
on them
I
last
would say
night.
I think the Eagles' offense won't score that many points against the Commanders, even with the Commanders' defense. I mean, we just saw. I mean, they put up what? Not they haven't put up many points all playoffs, so I don't know. Hail to the Redskins! Hail victory!
You got a nice voice,
Praise
buddy.
Gotta be Pat
on
McAfee.
one path. Fight for all DC. Yeah, give me the Commanders.
Yeah.
They lose.
That was- that was
Commanders.
I was about to pull a Pat McAfee.
Aiden, you got Eagles? Why?
I think the Eagles as a roster. Now, I said this also about the Lions, so but I think they ended up blundering a lot. 21 points in one quarter. I don't care. That's insane. Without that, they win. I mean, obviously, but I think the Eagles as a core. I mean, if Jalen Hurts shows up,
Which he
I mean, they
hasn't
have 4 top tier weapons on the same offense with a top whatever offensive line. So that offense is crazy, and our defensive left front 7. I mean, even without Dean, who just got hurt, even without him, I mean, you have Slay, who I'm sorry, Terry McLaurin not doing nothing on Darius Slay.
Really?
I don't believe that to be the case. I think Darius Slay is good enough to really put Terry McLaurin in the back seat. So I think the Eagles are going to win. It's going to be a good game, though. I don't think it's going to be like a blowout. That's
The reason.
All right. Well, Jason's back, so I think it's Jason's the last one to give his pick for the Eagles Commanders game.
Oh man, I want to pick the Commanders so bad.
If you want to sit
really
on it,
wanna
I could
pick
take
the
mine.
Commanders.
Me and
I
Buddy-
can do,
me and Buddy
I can
picked-
do my prediction.
Me and Buddy got
Wait, what?
Commanders.
Oh y'all.
Yo, what are we sitting on, bro?
What?
I don't understand. Why'd you say
You
that?
gotta take everything so literally.
Yeah, why? Go ahead. 'Cause
Okay,
I
but
was gone for a second. I didn't know
I
what you were
think-
talking about
I just can't shake the fact that the Commanders caused 5 turnovers and still managed to let up 31 points. And I think that the Eagles, 1, aren't going to turn the ball over more than the Lions did, and 2, that the ceiling of that offense with Saquon, and assuming Jalen Hurts manages to actually figure out how to
Assuming
play
he's back.
football.
But we're operating. You're operating for hypothetical. But like, if
Let's talk about
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts
Hurts.
is great,
Jalen Hurts
if
plays like a two-pack of buns. The whole
AP has
playoff.
been great.
I mean, it's
Right,
hypothetical. We're
but-
predicting
yeah,
we're
you
could-
predicting
you
the
could-
game.
offense
You
here. I
can
mean,
put
the
me in
Lions
there. I think
offense.
Jalen Hurts is doing.
Bro,
Here you go,
but
Saquon. Oh, here you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. I mean, exactly. The Lions offense
here.
relies on everybody to do something, and that's why they lost because Jared Goff was like the missing cog. But like the Eagles are boom or bust. I mean, if Saquon's not running for like 60 yards down the field, then their offense doesn't have
But he
much
does
of
it
anything
every
else.
game.
yeah, but that's the point
But,
where I'm
yeah,
at.
but
That's
we're
the point where
just
I'm
doing
at.
that.
How many
Yeah.
times listen to me, how many times has Saquon not had a productive game? And when he's not had a productive game, it's Jalen Hurts that's carrying the offense. I think I think for me, I'm going to go with the Eagles just for the sole fact that I just don't think that the defense of the Commanders can hang out with that offense. And if they can, they can. And I'm not doubting Jaden Daniels. I think Jaden Daniels is going to play a great game, but I just don't think that the Eagles offense is going to be in a slump. They're at home. When did the Eagles think that they were going to have a home game in the conference championship?
No.
I just don't think they're all gonna show out. That fan base again, like we've talked about, is crazy. And I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Fair.
So what is it?
All right, that's
two,
fair.
2-2. You can break the tiebreaker.
Yeah, 2-2 right now.
What is it, Jason? Your pick.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles. I think my thing is just it's same thing with the Lions is like the way that a better team loses and when they turn the ball over, and I just don't think the Eagles are going to turn the ball over. And I think A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are too good of receivers for if Jalen Hurts has to pass the ball that he's going to somehow not be good. Jalen Hurts has been a good passer before. Like, it's not like we think that Jalen Hurts is actually a bad passer. But I don't think they're going to turn the ball over. I think they're the better team. I think that their offense is going to get it done one way or the other. Whether somehow Saquon does have a bad game, which I just don't think is going to happen, they're going to figure it out. They're not going to turn the ball over. They're the better team.
But I feel like, it's like we said the same thing about the Lions last week, or I did. Like, it's almost like they're too good to fail, almost. But we saw the Commanders went in and picked apart the Lions, so...
But I would say
Well,
that's
there's a
different.
difference between the
I would say that's different because we said that the Lions were too good, but we've seen the last couple of weeks that the Eagles are not turning the ball over. And
But the Eagles aren't exactly going to score like 30 or more points on you.
The Lions
Against
will
the
do
Commanders.
whatever
but
the
they're
fuck
playing the Commanders'
The
defense,
Lions
is what
will
I'm
get their
saying.
left tackle the ball.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions also play the Commanders' defense. I mean, but...
Jameer Gibbs ran all over the Commanders. And the
right.
only reason he didn't gash their defense is because they were down the whole game and needed to throw the ball.
Yeah, but even...
And when you have Saquon on top, Saquon is, don't get me wrong, Jameer Gibbs is a great player. Saquon is miles better than Jameer Gibbs, and I think that he's going to destroy that front seven.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's saying that you're wrong, but I mean, they put up what? They didn't even put up 30 on the Rams. I mean, they haven't put up 30 into a single game in the playoffs, though. So, can they
But
do
they
it?
don't need to
against
put up
the-
31.
That's saying that they need to put up 30.
They're not going to need to.
They
No,
run the
but
ball.
I'm saying we're saying that
In the
comparing the Lions defense, I mean the Lions offense to the Eagles offense. I mean, the Commanders just went into Detroit and showing us that they can go toe to toe with these high scoring games, putting up 40 against probably the best team that we thought in football. And we're going to. I think the Eagles are slightly worse than Detroit. I mean, obviously, if you look at the standings, and I think the Washington has a chance. I mean, they showed it in Detroit. They can go toe to toe, and sometimes get a turnover when it matters. But even if the Eagles don't turn it over, they haven't really shown us that they're going to score a lot of points against a team. So I think the Commanders might have to take advantage of that and just outscore them.
I mean,
I can
that's
see that.
going to have to be what it is. Because the Eagles and Jalen Hurts have, the highest possession of time with the ball. And they don't, like we said, Jalen Hurts doesn't really turn the ball over. So if he has good possession of the ball and he's not going to he's going to make the smart decisions and not turn the ball over, he's going to put a lot of pressure on Jaden Daniels. Because Jaden Daniels is going to have to constantly need to score quickly. If his defense isn't holding up and they're taking 7-8 minutes a drive, or
That's
even
true.
5, even 2, 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes off a drive, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Jaden Daniels.
But we've seen Jaden Daniels, he does not fold under pressure.
No, he does not.
You cannot even tell. It feels like he's playing his first drive in the first quarter at all times.
I don't know if everybody saw it, but when they pinned him on the sideline against the Lions, he's just straight face. He's not moving around and squirming. He just look at the field straight face, all right, let's get the job done. I mean, that's one steady guy. He doesn't fold.
Do we want to go to the AFC side?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Chiefs, Bills.
Bills and the Bills.
I think the
Chiefs and
Bills overcome the Chiefs finally.
I don't see it.
I think Josh Allen gets it done.
I don't
If they
see
play
it.
the same game they did against the Ravens, I think they lose, to be honest.
Yeah, if they
I
play,
agree, but I think they
weren't
played a
moving the
terrible
ball
game.
very well.
I think they played a terrible game against the Ravens.
and I don't think the Chiefs turned the ball over 3 times. I mean,
I think the Chiefs' defense isn't as good as the Ravens' defense, and Josh Allen is just gonna have.
but that's still a good defense. The Chiefs' defense is still a good defense, though.
They're a
let's
good.
not-
They're a good defense, but Josh Allen's a better quarterback than their defense.
But let's not pretend like the Ravens. All right, the Bills didn't beat the Ravens as much as the Ravens beat themselves.
I 100% agree. But
I don't see the Chiefs. The Chiefs are like too disciplined and too good of a team to make the same mistakes that Lamar and Mark Andrews made. I mean, Travis Kelce isn't going to try to juke around a player, do all this cute shit and try to get 4 extra yards.
Travis Kelce does that
He is
shit
gonna
every
do that.
week.
But
He's
Travis
gonna do that.
every
No, we
week.
keep
He is
it real.
gonna do
He's
that,
gonna
but
do
he's
that
not
every
gonna
play.
drop the
He
ball.
would-
But he's not going to drop the ball, though.
Yeah.
He's not going to drop the
Bro,
ball.
he's gonna pitch it to somebody behind him.
I mean, I still think the Chiefs are winning, but he is gonna do some cute shit. Like,
Yeah,
gotta be
but
real.
he's not going to drop the
But
football.
I just gotta piss down his leg and just, the moment's too big. I caught the ball. I turn around, try to make a defender miss, and boom, there goes the ball behind me.
Yeah, he's not going to do that. And I don't think Patrick Mahomes isn't going to try to, make something happen and get around and drop the football. I mean, it's just Patrick Mahomes. One, he's not as fast as Lamar, and two, he's a much more disciplined quarterback than Lamar. Even, at this stage in their careers.
Yeah, I just think the Chiefs are too clutch. They haven't. I mean, they've gone to 3 straight,
Yeah,
and the Bills aren't the best team coming out of that conference. Like, this is realistically best case scenario for the Chiefs because it was always either going to be the Ravens or the
It was
Bills.
100%. We were saying this back in when the playoffs started. It was going to be the Chiefs Ravens or Chiefs Bills, and we got Chiefs Bills, and I think it's still going to be the Chiefs either way.
Give me the
Yeah, I
Bills,
think
to be honest. Give me the Bills. I think they'll play a better game than they did against the Ravens, to be honest. Like you said, the Chiefs' defense is a little worse, but, the Chiefs are good at winning games. Patrick Mahomes is just a playoff legend already. But low-key, though, so is Josh Allen. Josh Allen's playoff stats are really good.
But he did have a good game against the Ravens. He
I
had about
understand.
as similar stats as
That's what I'm trying to
Jalen
say,
Hurts.
though, is that I think Josh Allen is a good playoff quarterback, and I think he's going to play better than he did against the Ravens. And, I mean, we have matchups like that one that went to overtime versus the Chiefs where Josh Allen was playing amazing, but they gave up 40. So it's like, what is funny?
Did we say that Josh Allen's a playoff legend and he's never made it to a Super
Yeah,
Bowl?
I mean, let's be serious.
I said he's a good playoff. Did I say he was a what?
He didn't even throw for 200. He threw for what, 120 something, like 1
It was
yard less.
127.
Yeah, 1 yard less than Jalen Hurts. But yet people are going to talk about how bad Jalen Hurts was. Josh Allen did not impress me at all. I mean,
Yeah,
he did the
but you
bare
got to
minimum.
remember
We
that
got-
Jalen Hurts is
quick,
coming
real
back from an injury. He's been sucking since he's been coming
So
back
then
from
what-
the
but
injury.
but exactly-
Josh
exactly.
Allen doesn't
What's
do
Josh-
that.
but then what's
Josh
Josh
Allen
Allen's
has
excuse, though?
been playing well.
Exactly.
He
then what's
doesn't
Josh
need an
Allen's
excuse.
though?
He's an MVP
Then why
caliber
is he
quarterback.
only throwing for 120-something yards in the playoff
Because
game
his
at home?
run game completely gashed your defense. They ran for 5-yard
Did they really,
plays.
though, or did they just
Yes,
get
they
turnovers
did.
in good territory?
No, okay, yeah, maybe that came down to the
Yeah,
final
let's
realization.
let's
But
let me
no,
get a
but
thought in here.
James
Let's
Cook
get a
literally.
thought in here.
How many yards did James Cook run for?
Hold on, hey guys. I just have a question. You want to know something? Or I just have a statement, something to say. How many touchdowns did all of us throw this weekend? How many touchdowns did you throw this weekend?
None.
Anybody throw a touchdown? 0?
Neither did
How the hell we all throw the same amount of touchdowns as Josh Allen?
Exactly. Like,
And we
James
call him
Cook-
a playoff legend? Are we serious?
Okay, I said,
We
bro.
all had the
Okay.
same amount of
Nobody
touchdowns.
said legend.
Okay, listen,
Nobody
listen,
said
listen.
legend.
Oh my, so he said legend.
Listen, okay, I said Patrick Mahomes is a playoff legend. I said low-key Josh Allen is too. I just mean he's a good playoff quarterback. Disagree, please.
No, but he's not.
Disagree
he
with
he
me, please.
isn't. If you look at
He's
who he's
not a
playing
good
in the
playoff
wild
quarterback. Are we
if you look at
serious?
the teams he's playing in the wild card, that just boosts his stats.
I don't give a fuck what kind of team.
If,
Look at what
if you
teams
put
Lamar
Lamar
is
playing
playing,
the
and
Denver
he still
Broncos
fucking
and New England
sucks.
Patriots in
Denver
2021,
Broncos, really?
2023, Lamar Jackson's nuts all over the Denver Broncos and New England Patriots. I mean, let's be serious here. Lamar Jackson, if you put him in the same situation as Josh Allen, where he gets to
What
play these
teams
easy-
has- what
if you
teams
put
has
these-
Lamar
if you
played?
if you put Lamar on these easy ass wild card
Bro.
fucking teams, bro,
We
he
talked
puts
about
them in the same
Lamar
exact
has
result.
beaten the Titans, the Texans,
Yes, he
and the
beat-
Steelers. That was
all
like,
better teams than the fucking Denver Broncos and New England Patriots. Let's
I
be
don't
serious.
care. I don't
Bro,
care. I'm
at
just
what
saying is that
point? At what point can a quarterback put up good stats and it not be cherry picked? He's played well in the playoffs. He's winning games. He's making it to the divisional. He's making no, buddy, no.
I mean,
At
we're
what
talking-
Josh
point?
Allen is
At
only
what
losing
point?
to the NFL dynasty right now. Josh Allen is a good playoff quarterback, and Lamar Jackson
He's okay
right
at
now
best.
is not.
I mean,
You're
if you
comparing
wanna
him to
compare
He's
Lamar
okay
to
at best.
Josh Allen,
He's okay at
okay at
best.
best is outrageous.
That is insane.
What has Josh Allen done that Lamar Jackson hasn't in the playoffs? Neither of them has
This
made it to a
isn't
Super
about
Bowl.
Lamar.
Nobody's
But
talking
no,
about
we're
Lamar.
saying We're just saying Lamar's not a good playoff quarterback.
Mute your
Josh
mic.
Allen
Who
is.
said that?
Mute your
Who
mic.
said that?
Mute your
Who
mic.
said
Jason
Lamar's
just
not a
said
good?
Because Josh Allen's playoff stats are significantly better.
But it doesn't
Maybe
mean
that's
anything if you're
why.
not winning the
Mute
fucking
your mic,
Super
buddy.
Bowl.
They're
Mute your
losing.
mic.
They're
we've
losing
made
to the
zero
Chiefs.
Super Bowls. We've made the
Okay,
same amount of
okay,
Super
no,
Bowls as Josh
that-
Allen. We've made one title game and no Super Bowls. Josh Allen has made 0 Super Bowls. So what makes him different than Lamar Jackson other than he
Because
throws for
he's
more yards
not
against
the
teams like the Denver
reason they're
Broncos and New
losing.
England Patriots. Lamar's
Josh
not the reason they
Allen
lost
is
either.
not the reason they're losing. Lamar
I mean,
threw
Lamar
a,
Jackson's not the-
a piss poor pick and a crucial fumble. That's 2 turnovers against a Bills offense in Josh Allen that played terrible and still won. Won.
But we're saying that loss is entirely Lamar's fault, though. Is that what we're saying?
Nobody
I'm saying
said-
he is
nobody
a
said that.
big part of that
Nobody
loss.
said that.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a part of that loss, but let's not think he's not a bad playoff quarterback.
But
Let's
he's-
not sit here with 10. Yes,
Buddy,
he
buddy,
fumbled,
buddy.
he fumbled
We're not
the
even-
ball
we're not-
twice
we're
and
not
threw a
talking
pick.
about
But
Lamar.
we're not talking about.
Yo,
Yes, we are.
Yo, do you
We're
think
literally
Lamar's a good
talking about Lamar
quarterback? You can
Jackson.
tell.
Lamar Jackson has more turnovers than touchdowns in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He is not comparable to Josh Allen in the playoffs. I don't give a fuck who he's playing. I don't care if he's beating the Jags. I don't care if he's beating the Broncos. It does not matter. At what point can you play a good game and not get cherry-picked? Oh, you're playing playoff football. You're playing great playoff football. You're winning games, but you're not winning the Super Bowl. Oh, you're playing trash playoff teams.
Yeah, I
Since
mean, if
when
Lamar
has
played-
that
if
been a
Lamar played
narrative?
the- if Lamar
Since
played the-
when
the
has
9
that
and
been a
8
narrative?
seed- If Lamar played the 9 and 8, 7, 10, 7,
Oh.
7 seed every year, I mean,
Dude, you
we'd have the
did.
same
You played the
conversation.
Titans.
We're talking about COVID. We're talking about this season. This season specifically.
no.
Josh Allen beat Denver. What do we? Okay.
We're talking
All
about
right, my bad,
whether
my
or not
bad.
Josh Allen is a
My
good playoff quarterback or not.
And
Wait,
you
no,
said
he-
he's
and
okay
then-
at best, which
He
is
is no exactly.
outrageous.
He is no better than Lamar Jackson.
Nobody said he. Bro, we're saying that he is a good playoff quarterback. We are not saying that.
I'd say he's
better.
better
Yeah,
than
but
Lamar
I'm
in the
saying
playoffs.
I would
but-
also
mean,
say he's
first
better
of
than
all, he is
Lamar.
better
That
than
wasn't
Lamar.
even a
What are
conversation.
we talking about?
He's barely better.
We're about-
I mean, okay, yeah, he wins a couple more games. That it doesn't mean he's any better.
Buddy, we are talking
Okay,
about
he's
if
just
Josh
something
Allen
else.
is a good playoff quarterback. Nobody.
Yes, and I know that, and I'm saying he's okay at best. He's not going to wow you in the playoffs until he makes the Super Bowl. He is an okay playoff quarterback.
Okay,
It's
so
simple
Lamar.
as
Okay,
that.
okay, pause. So Lamar's an okay playoff quarterback.
Yes, I think they're both whatever in the playoffs. I have my own problems with Lamar, but to say Josh Allen's like miles better than Lamar Jackson or any other quarterback in the playoffs, I think that's a bit ridiculous.
Yo, bro.
All right.
Hell, bro.
All right, it's time to
Yo,
mute your mic.
This is
I just-
crazy.
Jason, did you find anything? Because I know you're looking.
I'm just looking at Josh Allen's playoff stats, to be honest.
I just don't think you can compare. You can't say that Lamar Jackson, who has 11 turnovers and 10 touchdowns in the playoffs, is comparable to Josh Allen in the playoffs.
He's not. He's not.
So back to Bills versus Chiefs. Right.
Yeah.
Who actually has? So I know, Ryan, you have the
Ryan
Bills.
and Jason
I
have the Bills.
Yeah, I got it.
Wyatt, you said Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs. I didn't really
Buddy, you
talk about
said
it.
you
but
said Chiefs, right, buddy?
Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
Jason, what are we thinking?
I got the Bills.
yeah, he was saying that he thinks Josh Allen's going to come back, and
I think he's going to play a better game than he did against the Ravens
I
because
agree.
I think that he is a good playoff performer.
I agree. I
mean,
just
that's
think
not-
that
that's
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 fair.
not-
It's
I
not
think
gonna be.
that's-
It's not. This is super
Obviously.
close. I just believe in the fact that the Chiefs have done this so many times.
that's kind of where I'm at. It's like clockwork that they have a home game to make it to the Super Bowl, and I think Arrowhead knows that how important this game is against Josh Allen.
I think this game is going to be close no matter what. No matter who, no matter how any team plays, I think this game is going to be close. And I just think Josh Allen is going to put the team on his back and get them into the Super Bowl. I think it's finally his time.
I think he'll get it done. I think he'll get it
I think
done.
home field advantage is just so crucial at this point in time. in the
I
season,
think
too.
I think this year was either Lamar or Josh Allen's year to make the Super Bowl.
I think
And it's just
Arrowhead
gonna
is
be Josh
also
Allen because Lamar's
overhyped.
gone, so.
I think Arrowhead is so overhyped.
No. Okay. No.
Arrowhead is a
I mean,
that might be worse rage bait than Aiden, bro.
Arrowhead is a good home field advantage, but ever since Burrow went in there and stunned them, I think it's. I think
okay, but who's better then? But who's better?
That's like the only time they've lost
Philly.
a crucial playoff.
Philly is
That
a
shit was
Philly
4
is a
years
great home field.
Really, Philadelphia? You're taking Philadelphia over Arrowhead.
Philly's got crazy home field advantage. You don't even understand.
Buddy, you don't
You
even
know what?
understand.
I don't even pay
I
him
guess I
no
don't.
mind.
I guess I don't.
Yeah, let's move on. I'm not even going down this rabbit hole, bro.
Yeah,
Arrowhead
it's
is
not
the
worth it.
single most.
Yes, for like a couple years, I think Seattle might have beat it, but they were literally the loudest stadium in the world, like in the entire world, like most decibels. I mean, loudest in the world. I mean, really, can't beat that. I mean, they did eventually, but Seattle.
Right. We
They're
got
not in the
three
playoffs,
Chiefs
no
and
way.
2 Bills.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me and Ryan
We
got
were
those.
originally going to talk about draft, but we can't even touch on that. We're going to have to save that for next week.
Yeah, we can save it for after the Super Bowl or something.
But, man, is that it?
I mean, that's it for this week. I mean, we could probably go to, like Super Bowl predictions maybe if we want to say that for next
We
week.
could save that for next week,
Yeah,
and we
save
could
for
touch on
next
some
week,
draft
'cause
stuff, yeah.
This episode kind of dragged out a little bit just in terms of
Yeah.
like topics.
I think
and
we're
stuff like
about
that.
on the same course as
No.
last week.
Yeah, we were on a good pace. It's
We
just
had-
that
we had
there's more to say. We just don't have time. That's all.
Yeah, we had a lot of
We talked
topics
about the
last
2
week.
games for 30 minutes.
Oh, we can talk about. The last topic I had. I told you why. It was like individual player performances, like Lamar, Jaden Daniels, or if anybody
Yeah.
wants to talk about like individual player performances. I mean,
I feel like
Go ahead.
I feel like we kind of touched on that, and I feel like if we
Okay,
even
I feel like we
go,
did.
if we even talk about this even more, we're gonna go down a rabbit hole because I know people would talk about how Josh Allen threw for 125 yards and somehow won the game, but I don't know. I think we definitely talked about Jaden Daniels and how he's so composed. I don't know how he does it with.
I mean, yeah, we saw like Saquon's boom or bust pretty much in terms of
Yeah.
like plays.
He-
So.
Well, I'm not even gonna go there, but
Dude.
he's not booming. I think Saquon's gonna win them that game. That's why I think he's gonna beat the Commanders. But I think that wraps everything up. Do we want to hit a breadbasket question?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Yes,
What do we
let's
got?
go.
What do we got?
Let's
What
go.
do we
Let's
got?
go. Let's go. Mount Rushmore. Whoa. Mount
I like this,
Rushmore
I like this.
of breakfast foods.
Pancakes.
Cereal.
waffles,
Yo, buddy,
cereal.
only 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
Okay, like just like
Pancakes, waffles,
individual
Come on,
items.
that is crazy.
Yeah,
Probably-
you can't
probably-
say cereal. Don't say
We
cereal.
can't-
You gotta give me a
Well,
cereal.
I'm sorry.
Cereal. We counting fruits? Like, can we count like a
Yeah,
fruit?
of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you gonna
I
put a
feel
fruit
like-
in the top 4?
I don't know if I put a fruit in the top 4.
I ain't putting no fruit
Okay,
in the top four.
maybe like a yogurt, like a nice yogurt or something. I don't
Dog, yogurt's not even in the top 10.
know. What?
How many?
How many breakfast foods you eating right now?
Wait,
not much,
why
there's
are
not
we
really much.
excluding cereal?
No, you gotta
I
have
guess
an
you-
individual cereal. You can't just say cereal.
Okay, so like I'd take pancakes.
No, if you're gonna do
waffles,
cereal, I think you gotta do top 10 of cereal.
That's
Either
too much, bro.
either have cereal as a whole or
you
don't have
can
cereal at all.
you can put an individual cereal in the Mount
Nah,
Rushmore.
individual cereal. Yo, don't do cereal because it's like that's
Okay,
literally like
everything.
half-
Opens it up to everything.
Okay, egg.
Yeah.
Okay, I think egg and bacon should be locked in.
Yes.
To be honest,
Yeah,
to
so-
be honest.
Egg and bacon 1 and 2.
You know, I'm taking pancakes, bacon, yeah, I guess eggs too, and then yeah, honestly, I'm gonna say yogurt because I mean you can just take a yogurt to go. I mean,
I do.
That's true.
Yogurt.
That's a
Yogurt is a
good one.
good
That's a
like
sleeper.
late for work, late for school.
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
just
I mean-
grab a yogurt. That,
Throw-
I mean, in terms of like
Throw some
just, like,
granola in there. Like I know
Yes.
granola
That's what I
might be
would
in
do.
its
That's
own
what I would do.
category, but really I'm thinking of granola in yogurt.
granola.
I agree. Give me
Yogurt.
granola and yogurt 1. Give me French toast 2. I don't know if you guys are
That's
sleeping on
underrated.
French toast.
no, that's,
No, I'm not sleeping on French toast.
not
I didn't
top
get to
five,
mine yet.
though.
That's my 3. That's my 3.
Okay,
I
bet.
I got
Then
French
give
toast
me
in my 3.
give me bacon and
Okay.
preemptive pause. I'm gonna go double meat. Give me sausage. Sausage, bacon, French toast, and yogurt and granola.
Ooh, all about sausage.
Sleep on it.
A good sausage.
I'm sure why.
Crepes are really trying to sneak onto my list right now.
Crepes?
Okay.
Crepes?
Okay.
Crepes are
we'll
How
get to
often
it
you
then.
having
We'll get to it
crepes
then.
though? How often you doing that?
That's be something you
I
have
don't need anything for
often.
breakfast but eggs, bro. So really, how often is anything popping up on my list? You know what I
All
mean?
right, Aiden, give me your 4. Give me your 4 without bullshitting.
Okay, bro. I've never trolled in my life, bro. I'm dead serious all the time.
You're cool.
You right?
This better be some bullshit.
I got eggs at my 1. You know he's 6. He's 6.
Okay.
He's scary, right?
LeBron.
You know, I got pancakes at my. Matter of fact, I got bacon at my 2.
I'm valid.
Okay.
Is Loki
At
kinda
my
lame
3.
there.
Ain't even hot. Ain't even hot. You said, matter of fact, I got bacon in my 2. Like, yeah.
So
we
so
did
at
too.
my 3. At my 3.
Put crepes on there.
Hold on. I had an idea.
You don't
I'm
know,
gonna
bro?
go yogurt at my 3.
Okay. Bacon, eggs, and
Because
yogurt.
Bacon, eggs, yogurt, and you know, I like, because if I think you got to do one or the other for pancakes or waffles.
True.
But really, I'm gonna have to go French toast because you really put me on. Because Yo, French toast never misses.
Come on,
Never.
bro. A
I
good
will
French
say, though,
toast is a
I
good
will say-
French
Cafeteria,
toast.
when they, like, rock hard, they really hit every time.
Yep. Also, give me waffles over pancakes too, even though it didn't make the top four.
Look, I low key
I
agree.
don't know.
All right, Jason, what about you?
Yeah, we know.
We got to roll through these.
Come on, bro.
Give me egg at the 1, bacon at the 2. Give me French toast at the 3, and then give me bagels at the 4.
Oh my
Give
God, I
me
forgot. No, I
give
gotta
me
change mine. I gotta
bagels at
change
the
mine.
four.
I gotta change mine. No, I gotta change mine.
Bagels are
I ain't
elite.
messing with it.
Bagels are elite. They're versatile. They taste good, bro. They're like, no, bagels are great. Bacon, egg, and cheese. I got bacon and egg in my Mount Rushmore. I gotta have bagel. Are you kidding
Dude.
me? I mean, not that I can
I
throw.
forgot about
Low
bagels.
key, an English muffin with like melted butter is
Oh
top
hell, you lost me at English.
What the hell?
Bro, you just gonna play that, bro. All
Yo,
right.
English muffins
Bro, you-
stop playing.
No,
I ain't gonna lie.
no, it don't though. It really doesn't though. You can
Nah.
put like eggs on it, bacon on it. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Nah,
what you put
English
on it.
muffins are decent, but miss me with get that shit off my Mount Rushmore. What the
I mean,
hell?
it's not top 4, but like I put it above bagels. I mean, low key.
I can
All right,
put-
all right. We want to clean sweep it. Clean sweep it, buddy. You go first, real fast.
Did Ryan go? Hold on, did Ryan go?
No, we're going.
We're
Like,
going through them all real
we're
fast.
gonna go through them all.
Eggs, bacon, pancakes, and yogurt.
Okay.
Ryan, you got yours.
Eggs, bacon, waffles, French toast, and then
You don't get a. You don't get a.
Why are we here?
My bad,
Why are we here?
my bad. Clarify.
You do it to yourself, bro.
My
You
bad.
do it to yourself, bro.
My bad.
I said in the beginning, you only got 4.
Yeah, my bad.
It's only
You
4
only
historical
got
figures on that
four.
mountain, boy.
that's
It's
on
only
me,
4
that's on me,
historical
that's on me,
figures.
That's on me. That's on me.
Nah, you did that to yourself, bro.
Jason?
Huh?
What you got? You said bagels.
What you mean? I already went.
Yeah, but we
We're
going
going through
We're just going through it.
Okay,
We're
okay,
going
okay,
through it.
okay. Eggs at the 1, bacon at the 2, French toast at the 3, bagels at the 4. Bagels at the 4.
Okay, Ryan.
That's
Last
solid.
chance. Last chance, Ryan. 4. 4.
Can you narrow it down, bro?
Oh, I just did my 4. Just take out my.
You did 5.
No, just take out
I didn't even hear his 5. I
Give
didn't
me.
even hear his 5.
All right. I'm going sausage. Not in order. I'm going sausage,
Why are we not doing it in
French
order?
toast. You want to go 1 through 4, like top to bottom?
Nah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Nah,
matter. It's too late,
It's a
bro.
Mount
Come on,
Rushmore.
right.
It's a Mount Rushmore. Give me sausage, French toast, bagels, and yogurt
Yes, sir.
with
Yes,
granola.
sir.
Has to
Yes,
have
sir.
granola.
All right, Ryan. Let's close
Oh,
it out.
I did my 4.
What you did?
Wait,
5.
Wyatt, no egg on the Mount Rushmore? No egg?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
you said it, not me.
All right,
Matter of fact, I don't got egg in my 2.
Aiden, you never completed yours. Let's go.
Hey, go ahead.
I want eggs, bacon, yogurt, and French toast.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
bro, French toast supremacy, low key. French toast might just clear pancakes and waffles. To be
I don't
honest.
know about all that.
Hey guys, pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Wow.
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Give me a nice little Belgian waffle, bro. Them fluffy ass
3v2,
little
bro.
Johns.
3v2.
All right, bro.
All right, I think that wraps it up. Buddy, you want to send
Yes,
us home?
sir.
Yeah, let's go, man. Well, thank you guys for watching the second episode of the Fourth Fantasy Podcast. We hope to see you back here next week where we talk about the AT Championship and give our Super Bowl predictions. So I'm Buddy Moore. We got Aiden, Jason, Ryan Moser, and Wyatt Leach. Thank you guys so
And
much
Jared,
for watching.
and Jared.
And
And
Jared.
Jared,
And Jared.
and
Never
Jared.
get Jared. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Sounds good.
Peace.
See you again.
Yo, how's the snow?
Good.
Good.
yeah, this
Good.
was awesome.
Let's go.
This was awesome.
You look really cold, dude. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say his hands are
That's
red
it.
as
Done.
hell.
He done.
You look red as hell, boy.
It's snowing out.
It is.